Welcome to Total Retail Talks, your podcast channel for retail knowledge.
Hello, and welcome to this episode of Total Retail Talks. I'm Joe Keenan, Editor-in-Chief of Total Retail. I'm here at the CRM conference in Chicago, and I am joined on this episode by Lisa Erickson, who is the Senior Director, Customer Relationship Management and Loyalty at Sleep Number. We're going to talk to Lisa a little bit about Sleep Number's loyalty program and as well as its use of direct mail in particular. So thanks for joining me today, Lisa.
Great. Thanks for having me.
So to get us started, why don't you tell us a little bit about your professional background and as well as now your current role at Sleep Number.
Great. So let me start out by saying again, yes, I'm Lisa Erickson. My Sleep Number setting is a 40, and my average Sleep IQ score is a 79. And we like leading off with those things because it piques a lot of curiosity from people. Yeah. And it allows us to really talk about the brand. But before Sleep Number, I was at Best Buy and have kind of been the jack of all trades during my career. So I've done the Minnesota round of companies. So Target was my first, Best Buy, and then Sleep Number is hopefully my last company. And I really started as a merchant in buying, went the planning route, did things in finance, promotional planning, testing and measurement, customer centricity, and now in marketing. So this is my first stint in marketing. I've been in this role. It started out as a CRM role, took on loyalty, and have been doing this for about 12 years with Sleep Number.
Great. Yeah, so obviously 12 years, very familiar and entrenched in the brand. So Great to have you on the show. So Sleep Number operates in a very competitive space, product category, and that's actually, used to be just offline, now online as well. Tell us a little bit about what Sleep Number is doing to differentiate itself from some of the other retailers in this category and brands in this category.
So Sleep Number is very different because we are transitioning to more of a health and wellness, well-being brand. So yes, we sell sleep. We don't sell mattresses. We sell sleep. And our bed is powered by 360 by Sleep IQ technology, which allows you to understand and learn your sleep patterns and learn how to sleep better. And all you have to do is sleep on our bed. You don't have to wear anything to know how well you're sleeping. And the bed automatically adjusts to you every night to make you, to help you get your best sleep. And our Sleep IQ app really tracks your biometrics, and it tracks your heart rate variability, and really allows us to learn, the bed to learn about you to help get your best sleep. Our loyalty program is, you're going to say, why do you have a loyalty program at Sleep Number when somebody buys a mattress, a bed every 8 to 10 years? But it's really about engagement. And it's about keeping you engaged with the brand and teaching you about health and well-being so you'll become an advocate for the brand.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point around how you've differentiated yourself. It's not really about the product. It's the idea of health and wellness, and to your point, engaging and keeping that conversation going with the customer because, like you said, they might not be buying the product until another 10 years from their first purchase. So keeping that conversation and relationship going. I alluded to the fact that you spoke here at CRMC about Sleep Number's use of direct mail, specifically retargeting web visitors. Tell us a little bit about that initiative and to this point, why you believe it's been effective.
Yeah, so we started a program where we were retargeting web visitors probably about 4 years ago. And we were looking to really advance that capability. So we changed partners and are now with Navistone. And we know that our customers are going to start online, right? Everybody starts the process online. But you get to our website, there's just a lot to learn about the product, right? So what we wanted to do was get them to come into our stores. Our web represents about 12% of our business, but that's going to be mostly bedding. It's hard to want to buy. You want to try a bed, right?
Yeah, it's a product that you want to test out.
You want to try it. You want to talk to somebody about it. So what we've done is we tagged a lot of pages on the web, and with Navistone and SG360's help, we know where they've been on the web, and we can match a home address to them. And we will send them a direct mail piece within 3 days of them visiting the web, which simply invites them to come into our store and experience the Sleep Number 360 smart bed. No promotions, just telling them to come in the store. And that was our goal. let's invite them into the store and see if it works. And we're seeing huge success with it. We're testing it, so we have a holdout group.
Right.
So we're seeing 44% incremental sales rates.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
It's just been amazing.
Let's talk about executing on this within, internally at Sleep Number. Tell us a little bit, obviously, from your perspective in loyalty and CRM, but also the other piece of the organization that has to collaborate to get this direct mail retargeting campaign going.
Yeah, so we had to work with our digital team, right? Because we had to rely on them to tag the pages that were most important, so we would get those customers that were most likely to convert. And, in order to do that, we had to build a business case for them, right? Because they've got a lot of things going on. So once we did that and we've shown the success, it's been really quite easy. And what I credit my CRM team with is finding ways to be able to do even more of this on a tight budget, which means looking at different formats and things like that so we can get reach more of these customers.
Yeah. Does that apply, obviously, desktop? Are you seeing that with mobile visitors too? Or
The majority of our visitors to the web are mobile.
Yeah.
But, it's been amazing just how quickly this has really taken off. And it's really about having the right partner because, like I said, we've been doing this for years before, but we didn't see the conversion that we're seeing now.
And then when somebody comes in store, you're able to then track that back to that direct mail piece.
We can track it back to that direct mail piece because we don't know who those people are. Remember, we don't have their address.
Yeah, it's anonymous visitors.
It's anonymous visitors, so we are able to track it back completely. And, for Sleep Number, it's all about the flywheel effect, right? So we know one of the main reasons people buy from Sleep Number is they know somebody else who has a Sleep Number bed, right? Yeah. So that, on top of getting this right away and bringing them in, is that flywheel effect that's going to keep going.
Yeah, that acquisition piece to it. Talk about some of the other ways that Sleep Number is using data, both prospecting the anonymous visitor, like in the Navistone program, maybe even your existing customer data, to kind of personalize the shopping experience.
So we, in our CRM programs, we're highly personalized, and I would even take it to the individualized standpoint. You keep hearing people say, or I keep hearing people say, direct mail is dead, and I can tell you it's a huge differentiator for Sleep Number. So we have a base of insiders, so those are people that own Sleep Number smart beds. A good share of them are in our loyalty program, but a good share are not. And direct mail works with this group, and they are highly personalized direct mail. So we will know, not only their name, but we know if they're in our Inner Circle Rewards program. We know if they have open rewards to spend for us. We know what products they have bought. We're doing a highly digital test right now that's in market, where it even talks to them. We show them the products for the bed that they bought specifically. And every time we do something at a more personalized or individualized level, sales go up.
And I would imagine this is in collaboration, kind of tandem with some of the digital outreach efforts, so email, some of the other ways that you're...
Email is also part of my team, so both the direct mail and emails will match for what's going to these customers.
And kind of timing them out, parsing out that cadence in which you're communicating with your customers.
Absolutely, yep.
And then lastly, can you talk a little bit about some of the loyalty and CRM opportunities that you're particularly focused on for Sleep Number for the remainder of 2022?
Well, I would say our company, so beyond CRM, this total marketing is we finally have decided to do a CDP. Because what we haven't been really good at is taking the journey from where they come in digitally throughout all the channels. And that's what we're focused on this year. We signed a contract a couple months ago. We're moving very quickly on it because we know that we have different segments of people looking at Sleep Number, right? And we want to be able to talk to them in the way that brought them into the brand.
Great. Well, I want to take the opportunity to thank Lisa Erickson, the Senior Director of Customer Relationship Management and Loyalty at Sleep Number, for joining us here at CRMC. Thank you, Lisa.
Great. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for listening. For more information on this podcast, please check out our podcast channel page at mytotalretail.com/podcasts for show notes. Total Retail Talks is available on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Make sure to subscribe on our podcast channel page as well. If you've enjoyed this episode, please take a few moments to rate and review this podcast. Thanks, and until next time, this has been Total Retail Talks.